Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Chris, and today I wanted to talk about how I'm starting to get some traction as far as having similar items in my stack. So, as you know, I've been picking up from the local coin shop pretty regularly. I did purchase these Libertads, which were the first Libertad additions to my stack. I'm pretty happy about them. I think, the design, when you look at it, I wasn't really aware that the Mexican Mint produced such nice stuff. I mean, we all get caught up with either the U.S. Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint, as you know, I'm a huge fan of. They come out with such a variety of items that it's hard to even keep up with what they have. But the fact that now I see that the Mexican Mint has produced so many interesting things. I know on a lot of the coins they have like the lettering on the edges. If you saw my other video, I did have the Mexican Olympic silver coins. Those ones are pretty cool because it has the etching inside the edge of the lettering and different things, which to me, it's like that's a measure of quality. That's time and effort that was put into having those on the coins, which I think is really cool. And then this being the level of detail and workmanship in the Libertads, pretty interesting. So seeing that so many people have like the 2 ounce, the 5 ounce, the 10 ounce coins is really cool too. So at the coin shop today, I ended up making a purchase of this guy over here. So this is one of my purchases, the koala. I have a bunch, like I said, it's a bunch of the higher premium stuff. And then this guy over here, Kookaburra 2001. The reason I chose these is because I was looking, it's funny, they have quite the selection right now. They have a lot of Engelhard, a lot of Johnson Matthey. They have some Heraeus bars. I noticed that they had three gold buffaloes in there in the display. And I was like, who bought 2021? They were all 2021. I was like, who bought 2021 buffaloes and then got rid of them? If they did that, they definitely lost money. But what he said was that he had actually purchased those to have some buffaloes because they don't come around too often. So he wanted to have some to sell. But they're still sitting on a pretty good hoard of the nicer stuff. I don't know whether to consider like things like these, like the Kookaburras, those kind of things. I don't know if I would really consider them generics, although if you go to sell, I would expect that you're probably going to get offered spot for, anything that's in front of me. But that being said, I would definitely try and take the time to liquidate out. I don't know how the demand is for something like these, like the Kookaburras. The Kookaburras actually, this one's actually the one that really won me over. The other ones, they're pretty nice. This one's obviously Crocodile from the Australian Mint. And then the koala, obviously. But the Kookaburras, I do have a decent number, nothing crazy, probably like 10 or 15 different ones. But as I see the different designs, they actually, I'm more intrigued by, collecting all the different years, or at least having one of the different years and the different things. Like, I'm assuming this is a proof. So kind of seeing what they have. As I talked about before, this one's a slabbed Kookaburra, but my question is really, is that considered like a higher premium item, or is it a prime example of a generic coin? So I'm kind of thinking I need to look into that so that I can understand a little bit more what it is that I have in case the time comes when I want to part out or change directions or things like that. Last summer I was really into like the Queen's Beast, so I have the different Queen's Beast coins. If you've seen my other videos, I have the 10 ounce Yale coin. Nice stuff. And again, when you factor in that the Royal Canadian Mint can always be counted on to produce nice stuff, it's hard because when I'm looking through at the local coin shop, when I'm looking through the display and everything that's on offer, I mean, it's basically piled up together and it's hard to kind of see. There's so many of these type of things like the Kookaburras or the crocodiles, the koalas. I think I farmed out most of the Libertads that they had. But on the other side, like I said, they have a pretty wide selection of the 10 ounce bars. They have some A-Mark bars. They have Engelhard bars. They have Johnson Matthey. The problem is that they're not really budging on price. I mean, even these ones they gave to me for 36, which that's pretty steep premium for, you know, again, I don't know if you would consider this a higher premium item than a normal generic. Obviously I would, you know, think that this is a little bit higher, but not, you know, $8 to $10 over spot. I don't know about that. But that being said, you know, hopefully this week is a little bit better in the market for me, so that I can go over there and start to make purchases of some of that stuff while it's still there. I did look for the generics. I didn't really see. I mean, they have some Sunshine bars. They have really nice looking Johnson Matthey bars. The only thing is they're so nice that, you know, I don't know how old they are and things like that. So I typically don't want to spend too much on the 1 ounce bars because the premium is just too high on them. Whereas like the Engelhard bar, I'm definitely interested in. The Johnson Matthey, that one definitely looked old. They also had the Horaeus 10 ounce bar, which I hadn't seen that before. They have a good selection, and that's really, again, the value of going to the coin shop, that you get the instant gratification. Unfortunately, you know, depending on who you're dealing with, it gets expensive. So, you know, kind of seeing where I want to go. Luckily, right now I have the patience to be like, yeah, I can pass on certain things. The reason, like I said, like I got the Kookaburra because this one was different than the ones that I have. This one being, again, from 2001. And then the koala, I just like the koala. Those ones stand out. Like these guys over here, the crocodile, the koala, they really stand out, so that when you know, when you're going through your stuff, you can really see that that there's value there, that it looks nice, that it's something that someone else would want if that day ever comes, which is interesting. So I'm pretty excited to see, you know, moving forward, what I can purchase from them. But again, I'm getting the hankering that I really need to add to the gold position that I have, while the price is still, you know, fluctuating 1800, somewhere in there, before prices get back to 2000, things like that. Especially if the premium, you know, doesn't change. If they're charging a couple $100 over spot for generic stuff, you know, it's just gonna, as spot goes up, it's just gonna, you know, they're gonna keep that premium on top of it, if not increase it. So I don't want to be too hasty and feel like, oh, I need to jump at that, because I feel like that's happening a lot with a lot of different things, that people are just throwing money at anything to try and get some kind of gains. But at the same token, like, I don't, you know, the dollar cost averaging is good. I like that. And then, you know, the diversity of the stack is important too. So making those purchases over time, I feel like it's working for me. I wish that I had stacked up on individual things like this, like, because originally in my stacking journey, I was about bars and bigger bars and kilo and this and that, which worked out because obviously spot has gone way up along with the premiums, but I don't have as much in the rounds, that kind of thing. And even getting constitutional, the only thing that stops me from that is that I definitely see the value there, and bang for the buck, constitutional is where it's at. Anxious Stacker, I think, just got in a bunch of, I think, 100 ounces of constitutional. Crazy. So that's awesome. Like, I definitely think that's the place to be. I think he just put out a video of like 5 different unboxings that he had saved up to make a video. So that's really cool. And I think that's probably a direction that I should be going. It's just that when you see stuff like this, it's so hard to be like, yeah, give me the constitutional. Again, like a while back when I got the Voyagers, that was really a good deal. You know, those ones are Canadian constitutional. They're nice. They're not something that I see around here too often, so it makes me happy. But again, coming by the constitutional on a regular basis, even at the coin shops, not too common. So we'll see how it goes from here. But I hope tomorrow, I hope the price of oil skyrockets tomorrow. Sorry if anybody's buying gas or different things, but I hope the price of oil goes back up, just so I can make a nice spread there. Maybe that'll pay for my car engine. That'd be pretty sweet. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, as long as it goes up tomorrow big, and then it can go right back down the next day, and I won't care. So we'll see. Anyway, if you're watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.